Will the new Ryobi 1 HP right angle drill get you out of a tight spot? We'll find out. I'm Tim Johnson. You're watching Shop Tool Reviews. Just a couple of months ago, Ryobi released a full line of brand new HP 1 compact tools. Now what they're trying to hit here is the compact market, but they're trying to hit the pros and the DIYers in their new compact series. Now originally they've released 6 brand new tools. One of them is the brushless 3/8 drive right angle drill. Now one thing you'll notice about all the HP tools is all the HP tools are brushless. So you don't have to think about it. If it says HP on it, it's a brushless motor. Now this runs $99 as a bare tool. So no battery, you get a bare tool for $99. Has a 3-year warranty on it as well. So all the HP 1 tools have a 3-year warranty. The 1 system, obviously they're 18-volt platform. So any of their 18-volt 1 batteries will power this tool. Now, how well will it perform in real-world scenarios? Well, let's actually find out and see, and then we'll come back and wrap it up. This is the Ryobi 1 HP right angle drill. It is a 3/8 model. I think model number is PSBR A02CN, whatever all that means. Anyway, yeah, so it's the 3/8 chuck brushless 18-volt drill. So the HP system, this is part of that, those first 6 tools they've came out with, which is supposed to be in their compact line. They're going after that pro compact line. And it does run on their 1 18-volt platform. I've got the 4 amp hour battery in it. You get 2 speeds here. Speed 1, I believe, is 450 RPMs, and we'll look here. You get a variable speed trigger, so you can see I can set it on speed 1 and go as slow as I want to and speed that up. And you also get a nice paddle style trigger there. I like that because however you grab this, you can easily grab that paddle even all the way up here. So if you're having to, get in a tight area, like obviously this is made for, wherever you can grab that trigger, you can do so. So I do like that big wide paddle style trigger that's on there. And then your directional forward and reverse is right there, like your typical drills are near the trigger. So the handle's nice and, comfortable, ergonomic, easy to grab. Again, whether you're grabbing it with 2 fingers like this, or you're grabbing it with a single finger, or again, maybe you've got to grab it really funky and grab it up here, you can still do so. 3/8 chuck, so you're only going to get a 3/8 diameter drill bit in there, but most of the time you're probably going to be using a 1/4-inch hex style drill bit in here anyway if you're doing paddle bit style. Kind of like this drill bit here, or you may be chucking up some 1/4-inch drive bits to get in tight areas as well. You could do so. Now speed 2 is going to give you 1750 RPMs, so quite a bit more than speed 1. Again, speed 1 450 or 400 or 450 on speed 1, and 1750 on speed 2. So quite a bit more there in speed 2. 350 inch-pounds of force. Yeah, 350 inch-pounds of force. Of course, that would be in speed 1. We'll try that out here in one moment. They say that is twice as much as their previous model, their previous right angle drill. You also get an LED right here. It's going to shine right on your work area. It's not too bad. At least it casts some light on there. But as far as the depth here, this is where this is a really nice tool, because you can see here, you're looking at, of course, no bit in there, but less than 3.5 inches from the tip of this chuck to the back of the drill there. So where you've got to fit this into, you can get into some pretty tight spaces with this. Now let's check it out and see how much it weighs here. Not that that's going to be a big deal. Again, this is a specialty tool, and a lot of times when I'm looking at specialty tools, ergonomics is not a huge deal because you don't use it all the time, but we'll go ahead and weigh it just to see. And with the 4 amp hour battery, you're looking at right at 4 pounds. So it looks dead on 4 pounds there. So not bad at all. It's not going to tire you out to hold. And again, that's with a 4 amp hour battery. If you wanted to stick a 1.5 or 2 amp hour battery in there, you'd get even less weight on there. So pretty light tool. let's go over here and use this in a few different scenarios, and then we'll wrap this up. So what I've got set up here is just kind of a typical stud situation. Actually, the far left over here, that's going to be your typical 16-inch on center studs. So you see the gap in there is about 14.5. And then I just set up like a 12-inch stud here, because you're not always going to have a 16-inch spacing or a 14.5-inch spacing. So you can see here I've got a 10.5-inch spacing because I've got a 12-inch on center stud. So a tighter area than your typical stud. And if we've got a drill in there, so I grabbed a 1-inch drill bit here. Just see how well this will do. It is a keyless chuck here. I can tighten that down. However, it's not a locking chuck, so it doesn't click when you come back. You just tighten it down. And so now we'll go ahead and see. Again, this is a 1-inch self-feed spade bit. See how well it does here. So that was one hand. Again, I'll start it with one hand this time. Got it stuck in there. Let's see if it'll get on through. No problem. Let me do one more there. So 1 inch is no problem at all. Let me go ahead and jump up here. I was going to go to 1 1/4, but let's go ahead and go to 1 1/2 and just see what happens here. I may put 2 hands on this just in case. Grab pretty good. Now let's see if we can finish it. So probably a 1 1/2-inch spade bit, a little bit bigger than what you want to be putting in a 3/8 right angle, but it cuts through it. Let's do it up here. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of practice. So yeah, 1 1/2-inch spade bit in low. Let me put the 1 inch back on here and let's put it in high and just see how well it does in high. Now we've got it in high, let's go right here. Not bad. So even in high, cuts a lot quicker, obviously. So 1 inch spade bit in high is going to cut right through a 2x4, no problem whatsoever. Now let's put a Torx bit in here and we'll put some 4-inch screws through a couple of pieces of 2x4s and see how well it does at that. Okay, so we've got a couple of, I believe these are 3.5. Let's check that out. Yeah, 3.5-inch deck screws. I'm going to use that and just try to drive it through these 3 2x4s right here. Angle this down just a second. There we go. So we're going to try to run these screws through these 3 2x4s and see if this will actually bury them in there. Let me take this bit out. And I'm going to use a little 1 inch bit just because, hey, that's what we're looking for, right? Is kind of a tight area. So I do have it in speed 1. I don't think speed 2 is going to handle that. Wow, that's pretty impressive. So that was speed 2, by the way. And that's going through all 3 of those because this is longer than 2 2x4s. So 1's going to do it no problem whatsoever. To be honest, we were impressed with this tool. We didn't think we're going to be able to cut a 1.5 inch hole through a 2x4 with this right angle drill from Ryobi. We just didn't think it would do it, but it did it quite easily, as well as it drove those 3.5 inch deck screws rather easily as well in speed 2. So what could it do in speed 1? I'm not sure, but I don't think you want to be driving any longer screws than that with this drill. It's not what it's made for. So again, 350 inch-pounds of force, 1750 RPMs on high and 450 RPMs on low. Nice variable speed trigger. Love the paddle style trigger. It's really not a paddle, but again, love that broad trigger where you can really grab it in any area you can where you're grabbing this tool. And I love the fact that it's very slim at the head, at the business end where you need to fit this into places. Again, 99 bucks. Your call. Is it worth it to you? Again, we were impressed with the power and the size of this unit. Sure, it's a long tool, but it's nice and thin here at the head where you need it. And you're going to be able to fit in those tighter areas. Your call on it. 99 bucks to you. Is it worth it? We think so. Again, it's a specialty tool. This is not something that's going to be your primary go-to tool. This is going to be that specialty tool where you need to get to from time to time. Whether you're working on your own house, working on your own stuff, or actually using it as a pro. We can also see this in automotive uses when you're getting up under dashes and things like that, putting a small bit in here to take out, small nuts and bolts and things like that. It could be rather useful. Again, not having to get different accessories or a small ratchet in there could be very useful for that. So check it out. Again, it's the Ryobi 1 Plus HP 3/8 drive right angle drill. You can find it at Home Depot for 99 bucks, 3-year warranty. Keep track of us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button if you like this video. If you didn't like this video, give us a thumbs down. But if you don't mind, leave us a comment on why you did it. Have a great day and keep smiling.